VLOOKUP is a function in Excel that searches for a certain value in the leftmost column in a data set, then returns a corresponding value in that same row from a specific column. VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup because the function is designed to work with data organized into columns or a table. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to recognize the uses of a VLOOKUP, identify the arguments in a VLOOKUP, and build a VLOOKUP formula. VLOOKUP can be used to quickly find data values in any size spreadsheet. The found value can take the form of a number, price, name, basically any value that is able to be added to an Excel field can be found using this function. The only constraints are that the data must be organized into columns and the lookup value must originate from the leftmost column in the table. Here's a simple demonstration of how VLOOKUP can return a specific value. In this table, information on fruit for sale is organized into columns, with each fruit's product code listed on the leftmost column. Here we see a field to type in a product code. Underneath is a field populated with a VLOOKUP formula that will return the inventory amount for the product code typed in above. If I type in product code 4821 for kiwi, the inventory value displayed is 59, which we can see by looking back at the row details in the table matches the product code. Now that you've seen how it works, let's build a VLOOKUP formula using an example of returning a retailer name based on the product code entered. To write the formula, always start with the equal sign immediately followed by VLOOKUP. Then add an opening parenthesis. Excel provides guidance for creating a VLOOKUP formula. When you type in VLOOKUP, the formula arguments will display. These arguments may not make much sense to you yet, so let's walk through what each one is referencing. The first input is the lookup value. This can be a cell reference, a numeric value, or a text string. In this example, it will be a cell reference, or J3. Add a comma right after the lookup value and a space. Now select the table array input, or the range of cells in which the value will be found. In this example, it's this entire table. Add the comma and space after the table array. The next input is the column index number, which contains the matching value. Count the columns from left to right until you land on the correct column. In this example, it's column 6. Add the comma and space after. The final input is the range lookup, which specifies if you want an exact match or approximate match returned. Inputting false will return an exact match, and true will return an approximate match. This is an optional input. If it's omitted, it will default to true. Finish the formula by adding a closing parenthesis and hit enter. Now, if I type in product code 4862, the retailer value returned is Palm Foods. Ready to try creating a VLOOKUP yourself? Download the exercise spreadsheet, which has this same data table and the VLOOKUP formulas covered in this lesson. To get some practice, try creating a VLOOKUP formula to return a value for the price per pound for a typed-in product code. We're looking to return only exact matches to product codes. If you have trouble, refer to the existing VLOOKUP formulas created for inventory and retailer values. Pause this video to work on the practice activity and come back when you're ready to check your work. How did you do with that practice activity? Here's the VLOOKUP formula to return the price per pound value for the typed-in product code. Compare the formula you created with the correct formula here to check your work. There you have the basics of the VLOOKUP function. In our next lesson, we'll continue to look at VLOOKUP formulas and how to create drop-down lists of lookup values to create user-friendly dashboard tools.